As we prepare to celebrate Thanksgiving, a joyous moment for families in this great nation of ours for over 2 centuries, let us not forget that as we are trying to figure out what to do with the leftovers, we'll be celebrating the holiday of Hanukkah. We all associate Hanukkah with giving gifts to the kids, the holiday of lights, as the miracle of the oil in the temple, enough for one day, lasted for 8. Hanukkah is also a celebration of the victory of the few, the brave, over the many. And indeed, since the first Hanukkah over 2,000 years ago, in 165 before the Common Era, as a people we have been few in numbers, at the same time strong in spirit. We are a people who have not only survived but thrived. But tragically, as we prepare to celebrate Hanukkah, that holiday of lights, bringing the light of love, of understanding, of appreciation to the world, our lights are somewhat dimmed, their glow diminished by the oldest hatred in the world, anti-Semitism. It's unbelievable that in America, just the other day, a school district superintendent in North Texas had to apologize after one of the district's administrators told teachers that if they have books about the Holocaust in their classroom libraries, then they should have books that have opposing views of the Holocaust. Unbelievable. How could one have an opposing view of man's greatest act of inhumanity against man? The Holocaust, the Shoah, is referred to as the unspeakable because words are not adequate to express what occurred, the act of cruelty perpetrated against our people. And there cannot be any opposing views. To hold such is not only Holocaust denial, it is a denial of reality and the person who perpetrates it, their humanity. In Bucharest, in 2016, nations from around the world came together and created a document known as the Working Definition of Anti-Semitism, abbreviated as the IHRA, a non-legally binding work defining anti-Semitism, and countries around the world signed on to it, including the United States, Canada, the Czech Republic, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Israel, Italy, and. And what do they list as an act of profound anti-Semitism? I read from the document.
Ready.
Denying the fact, scope, mechanisms, including gas chambers, or the intentionality of the genocide of the Jewish people at the hands of the Nazis and its supporters during World War II, the Shoah, the Holocaust. That is a profound act of anti-Semitism. Accusing the Jews as a people or Israel as a state of inventing or exaggerating the Holocaust, that is an anti-Semitism in its most vicious form. And yet, this state law in Texas, this Texas House Bill 3979, does just that. So what should we do? What must we do? First, do not be discouraged. This is an act in a specific place, motivated by probably anti-Semitism, but that does not speak of America. Let us remember of all the minorities in our nation, the diverse tapestry that is America. Survey after survey has shown that the Jewish people are among the most respected and appreciated. America is our land. What must we do? Before we know it, it'll be election day. We must go out and vote. Vote our conscience. Vote as if our lives and the future of our children, our grandchildren, this nation depends on the votes we cast. And it does. Not only pertaining to the Jewish people, but to all the people of this great nation. What should we do? We should do everything in our power to strengthen our Jewish identities, to teach it to our children and their children with a sense of pride. We are not a people of victims. We are a people of victors over those who would perpetrate atrocities of any kind against others. And let us not remember in our own community and through the work of our beloved Temple Israel, while the unthinkable was going on in Afghanistan, through the work of Temple Israel and the organizations that we are affiliated with, and I am not embarrassed to say, through contacts I have made as a rabbi, we were able to get out a mother and her 2 children from Afghanistan, snatching them out of harm's way, as if on eagle's wings, as the Bible describes it, bringing them home to this land of milk and honey. Yes, before we know it, Thanksgiving will be here. And right after that, our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will be singing those wonderful Hanukkah songs and unwrapping their presents by the light of the menorah, with big smiles on their faces, as it should be. Yes, let us remember that. And let us give thanks for America. Let us give thanks for the family we love and our Temple Israel family, who we love and who loves us. And go forward with a sense of pride and look at the light of those candles lighting our way to a happy, safe, and healthy future.